What I'm going to discuss in this video is going to put you in the best possible position to get your ex back. So if you're a man watching this right now that is going through a breakup and you're heartbroken right now, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, even though you don't want to hear it, before we start this video. You likely did something that turned this woman off to the point, and it might have been multiple things depending on your behavior, where she felt that her life would be better off without you in it. I am going to tell you what to do to possibly reattract your ex, because it's flip a coin. You don't know if she's coming back or not, depending on, there's so many different things that go into this. However, I also need you to pay attention to the part of this video where I'm going to discuss the things that you need to do in the meantime, before she comes back around or before you meet somebody else, so you don't end up repeating the exact same behavior that turned your ex-girlfriend off in the first place. I can promise you, if you go and watch all these Get Your Ex Back videos, and I've watched countless ones because I went through a heartbreak almost a year ago at this point, you will see comments like, it's been over a year and I haven't heard from my ex. These are the people that I am trying to help you avoid becoming. These are the men, like, their whole identity was so wrapped up around this girl, and that's usually what happens when you get into a relationship with somebody. So I'm not saying that's bad. They're not able to move on from their ex, and it's almost like they're not able to be the man that they are designed to be because this girl's not in your life. I can tell you from experience, women come and go in your life all the time. You are going to go through several breakups in your life, especially with modern day dating. Relationships almost don't last, and that's also because the things that we see on the media, in movies, and with like feminist movements and whatnot, we're teaching men to act like women, and we're teaching women to act like men. A lot of the things that I teach men is how to act like a man. And that's going to help you become a better person for the next girlfriend that you have, whether it's your ex or not. That way you can maintain that relationship as long as possible. So please watch this video fully. I'm going to tell you what to do to get her back, possibly, and then what you need to be doing in the meantime. But I opened with that because I need you to accept accountability for what you did wrong. If you're broken up with right now and you think you did nothing wrong, I promise you there is a lot that you can look back on, and the more time goes on, the more your brain is going to naturally bring this relationship up, and you'll start to see your behavior. You need to look at your behavior and then start studying coaches like myself or Corey Wayne or Craig Kenneth. There's other guys like Coach Kyle. I love him. And there's so many different coaches that'll teach you how to like pick up dating and relationship skills. I can do that. Other people can do it as well. But that's so important to this. So let's move on. First of all, when you get broken up with, no begging, pleading, or chasing her is going to convince her to give you a second chance. And if it does, she's doing it because she feels guilty. And I can guarantee you, her coming back in your life is only going to be temporary until that guilt wears off, or you keep distributing, or you keep displaying the exact same behavior, which you're going to at that short of a window. There's no way you've improved yourself and during the breakup. If you already did that, you did the begging and the pleading, that's okay. It's not a deal breaker, because time is what's going to allow her feelings for you to change. And there's a lot that goes into this psychologically, which is why we need time to play out. And that's the worst part about this, is it's going to take, depending on your ex, a very long time. I had an ex come back around 8 months. I have a history of dating avoidant women, but other people will, you watch these videos, it's been like 16 days or a month or 3 months. So just know, I can't guarantee you or give you a time frame, but if you watch people who specialize in relationships, they say it's usually around a 3 to 6 month mark. And that's pretty accurate from a lot of what I'm seeing. So I would just assume if you dated a normal, healthy woman, it'll be between 3 or 6 months. And if she's in a rebound relationship, it could be a little longer, but just know that most of those don't work out. If you begged and pleaded, that's not a big deal, but do not do that if you're watching this video and you know the breakup's coming. The best thing you can do is start by saying, look, I'm not interested in breaking up. If you don't want to fix this, that's fine, but I'm not interested in being friends either. If you change your mind in the future, shoot me a text. We'll plan something then. Or what you basically want to do is just say, hey, I'm not interested in being friends. If you change your mind, shoot me a text. That's so she knows the door's open. I've had an ex say, hey, I know you're not wanting to hear from me. And I never, at any point in time ever said that I never wanted to hear from her again. But that's why we're leaving the door open, because that ex-girlfriend is a prospect that you want to come back in your life. And if you tell her that, granted, depending on how long it is, it doesn't matter what you said during the breakup. If her feelings creep back up over time, which is what we're going to do, a lot of this is going to be irrelevant, okay? But you want to start by saying that you're not interested in being friends. Shoot me a text if you change your mind. We are being indifferent, okay? We're showing her that, okay, you want to leave? Go ahead. I don't care. Even if it hurts, because it's going to fucking hurt. We have to show the woman that we don't care. In fact, I actually did this with my recent ex-girlfriend before I even started studying and learning about any of this stuff. So I was like, hell yeah, Mitchell, good for you. I never begged her, never pleaded her. I literally just said, okay, that's fine. And then I moved out 20 days later. So we're in no contact, okay? So no contact is okay, I need you to look at dating like this. No contact, dating's like a negotiating, okay? You want sex and romance. She wants to be friends, or she doesn't want you in her life at all. Unless she comes back and agrees to your terms and conditions, you two have absolutely no reason to ever speak again. If you guys live together or you have kids together, then you need to communicate strictly down to logistics. Hey, I'm going to come and pick up the kids here, see you then. If it's paying the bills, like get your own groceries, or if you have to tell her or him or her that you're paying the bills, and say, okay, hey, I'm going to get you the check, and that's it. Keep communication down to a bare minimum. Do not have any reason to talk to her at all. If you guys don't live together, again, you have absolutely no reason to speak to your ex for any reason ever moving forward. I don't care how bad it hurts. Do not fucking talk to that woman for the rest of your life until you die. Until she comes back around and wants to work on things. And I'm going to touch on what to do when she does later down in the video, okay? But we need to understand that no contact is forever. No contact is not a strategy to get your ex back. No contact is a way of living. This girl no longer wants to be with you. And at the moment, if you're going through a heartbreak, you're not going to have the abundant mindset that I have. I know that this girl broke up with me. That's fine. I'm going to find another girl later down the road anyways. Another girl will come into my life. But at the moment, if you're in pain, you're not going to be thinking that way. You're going to want this girl back. But I promise you, down the road, she's either going to come back or you're going to find somebody else. There are so many different girls out there that will want to be with you. And once this heartbreak starts to wear off, takes me about 3 months before I was ready to start seeing other girls, your confidence as a man will start building back up, and women look for strength, leadership, and confidence. Now that we know we're going no contact, it's going to be indefinite. Indefinite meaning at this point, once you told her you're not interested in being friends, you're going no contact. If you two do not live together, or even if you do live together, keep communication to a bare minimum. And if you don't live together, you will never speak to her again until the day she reaches back out. In the meantime, before she does that, let me tell you what we need to be doing in between all of this. This is the part where you need to work on becoming a better man. We do more to avoid pain than we will to gain pleasure. This is why men who go through heartbreak, because women do the breaking up and divorcing about 70 to 80% of the time, men typically become better men while the woman stays the exact same, because men are going through pain, the woman is not. So keep that in mind. If your ex-girlfriend does come back in your life, she is very, very, very likely going to be the exact same woman that she was to begin with. So all those fucking problems that you had with her behavior, they're still going to be there unless she can prove to you that she worked on herself. But again, if she broke up with you, she's not hurting at the moment like you will. Everyone goes through grief. So women check out emotionally ahead of time, so they grieve the relationship to an extent before they break up with you. This is why they're able to monkey branch or get on dating apps, or and act like they're just fine. But everyone in time has to go through a grieving process. So she may look good for the first couple months, but I promise you, this breakup will fucking hit her. It hits everybody. That's a little bit of psychology that if you didn't know, now you know. So let that make you feel better. She will hurt at some point in time. In the meantime, if you got broken up with, you need to do whatever you can to become a better person. And the areas of focus should be going to the gym, working on yourself. So if you started going to the gym and you stopped, or if you never went to the gym, get in the fucking gym, bro. Work on your body. Women love a man that's in shape. You could be fat, but still work out and still be attracted to some women. Women don't care about looks as much as men do. But if you go to the gym and you're not overweight, well, you just beat out about 75% of the competition. Most of America is overweight. So there's a guy coming to my door right now. You're going to hear that doorbell going off. Once you start going to the gym, if you work for somebody else or you work for yourself, well, guess what? Keep building up that business or try to go and make as much money as possible. Because if you're on your mission, on your grind, on your purpose, focusing on your passion, and you're building not only your body, but your stream of income, you're naturally going to be more attractive to most women to begin with. Because women look for, this is where the red pill guys are going to love this, but it's natural behavior for a man to be like the provider and like the safety in the family, okay? So if you're building your body, you're working on your strength, and then if you're working on your income, well, now you're working on becoming a better provider, and that makes a woman feel safe because traditionally, women were the nurturers of the family and the relationships. Men went out and provided and like fought wars and stuff. Those are the two easy things. Working on your job, your business, or your body is going to get your mind off of the breakup. But what happens when you're by yourself? That's where you're really going to get in your fucking head and things are going to get bad. It is perfectly acceptable to get mad, to get sad, to cry, to punch something, to yell, scream, whatever. The way the nervous system heals and processes trauma and emotions is by you have to feel it to heal it. That's the easiest way to say this. As a man, do not go to a woman to complain about this breakup, okay? That is a total turnoff. Either go to your guy friends if they're willing to listen to you, or cry it out or yell in your own, like by yourself. That is totally acceptable to do. I think it's weak to not express feelings. Men are taught that you should not express feelings, and then women are taught that you should express feelings. That's why women are so good with their feelings, because they're just naturally emotional. It's okay to go to therapy. It's okay to cry. It's okay to scream, to yell. Bro, get it out, man. Don't be fucking scared. I'm very emotional for a guy. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell everybody. I grew up with a mom, bro. I grew up around a woman. So I'm naturally going to be more emotional than a man that grew up without a mom. It's just fine. You need to separate if you're with a girlfriend. If you're going to go to her and bitch and complain about something, you need to actually go and fix that problem. Because if you keep going to your girlfriend and bitching and complaining about a specific problem, but it's not getting solved, she's going to look at you as fucking weak, and that's going to turn her off. But if you go to your girlfriend and you bitch and complain about something, or I would try not to cry, but if you cry to her, you need to tell her, listen, I know I just did this, but I'm going to fix this, and it's not going to be a problem anymore. And then whatever problem you had, you need to go and fix it. So if you show emotions to a woman, you need to let the woman know that I'm not here to have you be my mom and care for me. I'm here to vent, get my feelings out, and then I'm going to go and fix this fucking problem. That is so important for you guys to understand. It's okay to be emotional, but if you're going to do it around your girlfriend or a woman, listen to what I just said. Going back to this, when you're by yourself, you need to get in the habit of reading, listening to audiobooks, taking courses. If you had the money to work with therapists and coaches like I did, where you can get the personal hands-on experience from working with someone that's been doing this for 20 plus years, then I would pay to do that. It's usually, you can expect to pay like $500 minimum for a good coach. Corey Wayne's $1,250. I think Coach Craig is about $300 or $400. Coach Lee, I think he's about $500. So if you had the money to work with a coach, I would do that. Just so that way you can get like the best, or someone like me, work with people like me that been to where you've been before, and we can help you get there much faster than reading and watching videos and taking courses on your own. Working with coaches accelerates your progress in life dramatic. This is why I've invested so much money, tens of thousands of dollars at this point, on education. Because I just want to become a better man over time. If you're going to start reading books or listening to audiobooks or taking courses or watching YouTube videos, if you're going to watch YouTube videos, remember this quote: whatever you observe, you participate in. So you need to if you want to learn how to go and start talking to new girls, I have videos that will teach you what to do. There are other coaches that will teach you how to, like, the pickup skills, and that's meeting new women. If you want to learn about how to date women or getting into long-term relationships with them, I have videos that teach you how to do this. Corey, relationship coaches, okay? You need to start studying the personality brands on YouTube that are going to teach you the specific skills that you want to learn. One of the first things I did when this ex broke up with me is I've always been good when it comes to talking to women, but I've never actually studied and went out and practiced doing it. So what did I do? I started reading and studying coaches that could teach me how to do that. Now it's so simple. You just have to fight your own insecurity in your head of getting rejected. That's the hardest part. Going up to girls is so easy. I went to a girl at the gym today. This girl's so fucking hot. Been wanting to talk to her for a long time, and I literally just went up to her and I was just like, dude, this outfit you have on this color looks fucking amazing on you. I said, what's your name? And then I complimented her. So I got that backwards. Her name is Claire. And then I complimented her. And then I just said, yeah, you're welcome. And I rolled away and went back to my workout. Because that's all I wanted to do was just go up and compliment her. But that's the first step, man. Like, if you don't study how to do stuff like that, you're going to be too scared to go and do shit like that. I wasn't asking that girl to hang out with me. I just went up and complimented her because she's fucking hot. But that's because I had the confidence to do that. And if you watch some of my videos over time, you'll get that confidence too. One of the things I help people with is confidence. Dating and relationships, mindset, and confidence. So that's what we need to be doing in the middle of the breakup. It's okay to cry it out and get mad and get angry and let your feelings out. But in between this time, because you don't know if your ex is coming back or if it's going to be a new girl you're going to meet. But you're never going to meet that new girl if you don't go out and learn new skills to become a better man. I mean, you met that girlfriend somehow, bro. You could meet another fucking girl. And if you rely on dating apps, it's going to take you a very long time before you meet your next girlfriend, especially in today's day and age. This is why I think all men need to go and practice social skills, because when you meet a girl in person, even if you just go up and compliment her like I did, you never know if that conversation is going to take off or not. Like, this girl just told me thank you, and then you could tell by the way she was talking to me, like, she never asked me for a name. So I immediately knew that not even to continue the conversation. Could I? Sure. But the way she said thank you, I was like, oh yeah, well, there's no point in going on. If a girl ever asks you for your name, that's a green flag to keep talking to her. Just so you know that. We need to start studying relationship skills, dating or pickup, dating, and relationship skills. Corey Wayne, Chris something, the guy that wrote the book Atomic Attraction. Corey Wayne, the guy that wrote Atomic Attraction, Chris something, me, Coach Kyle, Coach Craig Kenneth. Those are specific people that I am going to tell you right now to go and study, because these are the people that I've studied. These are the people that I've worked with and learned from, and you need to do it too. I'm giving you the same people that I learned from to improve my own skills, so that way you have an action plan of who to go and watch. That's going to teach you the necessary skills you need to become a better man. If you don't want to watch just my videos, I'm giving you different options, because you might like a different coach more than you like me, and that's okay. You can learn something new from everybody, or you can learn something new from somebody else, something like that. That's what to do in the middle of the breakup. But what if this ex comes back around? If that ex-girlfriend comes back around, there are two different paths you can take here. If your ex texts you, this is what Coach Craig calls the indirect direct. They're not going to tell you they miss you, but they're going to say something to you that might not make sense. Whatever this ex-girlfriend says, if she reaches out to you, get straight down to the point. Don't fucking talk to her. Immediately say this. Hey, Nabe, it's good to hear from you. I would love to see you. When are you free? And then if she gives you a specific day or days, then pick a day, pick a time, and then plan a time to hang out with her. But if she doesn't, that's where the red flag is drawn, all right? So if that girl comes back around, ask her when she's free. This is where the route can split. So Corey Wayne teaches to invite her over to your house or your apartment, or if you live with your parents, invite them over to your parents' house if your parents aren't going to be home, because we want to hang out, have fun, and hook up. That girl broke the relationship up. She needs to fix it. And therefore, if she comes over, women know that sex and romance is likely to happen. So if you live in a house like I do, and you invite your ex-girlfriend over, and she agrees, she's agreeing to your terms of sex and romance, and you're going to let her earn her place back in your life. But if she declines and she says she'll meet you out in public instead, fuck no. Do not agree to that. Tell her, listen, I'm sorry, I'm only interested in hanging out at my house. If you don't want to do that, then text me in a couple weeks, and maybe I'll be interested in doing something then. Or you could say something like, listen, unfortunately, I'm not willing to meet you out because I'm not interested. I told you I'm not interested in being friends. If you change your mind in a few weeks, shoot me a text. And listen, if I'm still single, maybe I'll be up for something formal then. And then you're either never going to hear from her again, or she'll come back around when she wants to fix this. Why we don't meet them out in public is because if you meet this girl out in public, that's a platonic environment. You guys can go to like dinner or whatever, and she doesn't have to get romantic with you. She can just be there to waste your fucking time, or to see if she wants to get back in your life because she's just not sure. We do not want this woman to waste your time. If you do not live by yourself and you can't do that, then you have no choice but to meet this girl out. And if that's what you're going to do, keep the date in the evening. So start at like 4:30 or 5 p.m. if you can. Do not do things in the afternoon, and do not agree to a group date. We do stuff in the evening Because if it's in the evening, romance can likely happen. You guys can meet her out somewhere and then end up like fucking in your car. But if you live by yourself, Corey teaches she's got to come over 3 times in a row and you have to hang out, have fun, and hook up all 3 times. That is the path that I chose to take because from my experience, that will stop the insecure women, like the avoidance, the people that are actually scared of relationships, that will push them away and they will run away again. They will come back in your life, you'll invite them over, and then that scares them because it's intimacy and they'll run the fuck away again. We don't want women like that, bro. You want women that's easygoing, easy to get along with, and fun to be around. That is not easygoing. Her fucking insecurities are stopping her from coming back into the relationship, and her insecurities likely was the reason why she broke up with you to begin with. That's the harsh truth. You can still find what went wrong with your behavior to make that relationship better if she does come back, but just know that likely the breakup wasn't your fault. Not because you didn't do things wrong, because you likely very much did, which is why I opened with what I did, but the choice was her. Whatever was going on in her head, that's what actually was the reason. Your behavior and the way you behaved, she won't tell you the real reason. Just know that. That's what happens if the ex comes back around. Remember, if you live by yourself, invite her over to your house 3 times in a row, then you can start picking her up and going to see her. If she declines, say no, because we do not want this girl to waste your time. She might be dating someone else. She might be just trying to get validation. She might be trying to figure things out if she wants to take it forward or not, because right now she's not sure. We don't want a girl to waste your fucking time. There's a saying I keep saying, and I forget it every time, but we want a girl that's ready, willing, open, and able to dating. I think I got it right this time. That's what we're looking for. And if she doesn't agree to your terms, she's not ready, able, willing, and open to being with you. Go and find another fucking girl. By the time your ex comes back around, if you dated someone that's an avoidant like I did, at that point in time, if you did the work on yourself like I did, and I'm trying to tell you in this video, you're likely not going to care. You could take it or leave it. That's what to do in this video. Whatever happens, okay, I'm going to end the video by saying this. If that ex does come back around, she needs to do 100% of the texting and the calling moving forward. No ifs, ands, or buts. If she texts you or calls you, set a date up to see her, but you will never reach out to that girl first ever again for the rest of your life. Because you're gonna turn her off. You're gonna display the same behavior, the same weak, needy, insecure behavior that likely caused her to push you away. So if you like this video, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Listen, I'm running a 50% off coaching special right now. Link in the description. If you want to book a call with me, depending on when you see this video, might be there, it might not, man. Hey, if you like this video, dude, check out this one right here. You're gonna like that one as well. Hey, guys, I'll see you in the next one.